All right. That's a final. What the hell was the score of that? Does it matter? I don't think it matters. 114-87. I don't have a lot to say about this one. One, because I'm about to record a podcast with Jeremy Cohen, and we're going to hopefully put this in perspective and not overreact because it was one game against a very good team. But also because I don't know what really there is to say about this. The Denver Nuggets obviously started 1-4. They came into tonight with a worse record than the Knicks. They were 4-5. The Knicks were 5-4. That was not indicative of the talent of these two teams. One is a Western Conference finalist, and the other was picked to win 22.5 games. I think a couple of things to take from tonight, and again, I don't think anybody should go too nuts about this. One, when Julius Randle is not on the court for New York, it has gotten to the point where, I'm not sure how they're supposed to score. Maybe that'll change when Obi Toppin is in the game or back healthy. Maybe Alec Burks will make a little bit of a difference, a little bit of pick and roll or something. But right now, I get why he's leaving Randle out there for 30-some-odd minutes a game, because if he's not out there, the Knicks just have no chance of scoring. And by the same token, if Mitchell Robinson is not in the game, the Knicks really don't have a chance of doing the one thing that their defense is completely built around doing, which is protecting the paint and getting people to not go into the lane and get everything they want. Because you need a significant rim protector, and Nerlens Noel, God love him, is just not, it seems like yesterday where all of us were like, oh, is Nerlens Noel going to take Mitchell Robinson's minutes? No, Nerlens Noel is not going to take Mitchell Robinson's minutes. Mitch is a revelation. I mean, here's a good thing. 3 weeks into the season, you have two revelations, Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson, one on offense, one on defense. Julius Randle played an outstanding game. I don't know what else to say about him other than that. Is he playing at an all-star level or is he playing at an all-NBA level? It's somewhere in between those. So Elfrid Payton, I'm going to have a newsletter on tomorrow. I'm not going to belabor the point. It's clear for anybody who is watching that, yes, there are those moments in the game where he is converting those close looks in the paint, and there's activity on offense, and they're getting offensive rebounds on the whole thing. But other than that, it's too high a hill to climb up when he is in there with multiple other non-shooters. So what do you do? Well, there's not really a great answer right now. I think the thing that makes the most sense is to insert Rivers into the starting lineup for Payton. And then eventually you have Payton running point for the backups with Obi Toppin, Kevin Knox, Emmanuel Quickly, Alec Burks, 4 shooters. That to me is a little bit more functional. And then you get Austin Rivers in there with the starting 5 and get a little bit more spacing. But that's conversation for another day. We should talk about RJ Barrett because I have been unkind to Mr. Barrett over the course of his time here, but he is 20. I'm not going to be unkind to him tonight because if he was playing in his proper role and he was just being opportunistic, drawing fouls, cutting, just being the 4th or 5th guy on the floor, he'd be fine. But they're relying on him right now to be the second best. Relying on him to be the second best offensive player on a team. And that's just, that's really tough for anybody to do who cannot beat you off the dribble, does not have the handle to get into the paint, and right now cannot hit an outside shot to save his life. So tough sledding for RJ, but I did see a couple of moves from him this game. I think are good signs. And again, he's 20, not playing the role he should be. RJ will be fine if your expectations are proper. If you think RJ Barrett is going to be a multi-time All-Star, I don't know what to tell you. Anybody else that's worth talking about tonight? Emmanuel Quickly has come down to earth. Kevin Knox had a Kevin Knox game. Austin Rivers, 2 threes, nice. Yeah, that's really it. Like I said, there's not much to say. I actually thought their defense was respectable until it got away from them in the end. But here's the thing: if you're bummed out about this weekend's games, just go back 3 weeks and ask yourself, what would you have given for the Knicks to be 500 after 10 games, and to have, I don't know if it's going to be a top 5 offense after this, but it'll be a borderline top 5, or sorry, defense. God knows, top 5 offense. Huh. To have a top 5 defense, which they're going to be close to, and I do think that, like, Dallas Amigo came on the podcast earlier this week and said he thought the defense is real, and I also think the defense is real. It's not top 5 real, but it's top 15 real, maybe top 10 real, and that's good. It's something to build on. They came out in the third quarter. They played hard. They gave it their best shot. Denver hit some threes. Jokic is a fucking beast, and that's all I got. So, shitty weekend. See how they come out in Charlotte. Back-to-back, tough game. Charlotte's been playing well. I've been watching some of them. LaMelo's good. And they're playing pretty sound basketball. So, we shall see what lies in store. And on that note, I'm going to hop on with Mr. Jeremy Cohen, record a podcast, and then polish off a newsletter. And, yeah, I'll see everybody tomorrow night after the game. All right, adios.